Yo, I got a question, man. What happened to this guy, Richard Fain? Like, what happened?
Three principles. One, dream big. Two, preparation. Three, hard work. I hope you've taken those three principles and utilized them in your life. And I had to come to a decision that, hey, I can go ahead and live for the moment and spend every penny that I make and not plan for the future. You know that old saying, you live for today, but you plan for tomorrow. In my 30s, that really started lingering in my spirit to, hey man, at this point, you'll be 40 in a minute. So if you don't start saving and investing those savings. Free stocks, when you open a new Moo brokerage account, you put $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. You put $2,000 in your brokerage account, they're going to give you 30 free stocks of publicly traded companies. Guys, don't delay. Act today. Get down in that description box. Click on that Moo link. Open up your Moo account today.
Now, I know a lot of his subscribers probably get blocked, or the people that comment on his video, but I used to follow this dude, yo. You see, that's the best thing about being an influencer. You could put a video out there and you're kind of speaking for everybody else, because a lot of people want to know what happened to this guy. Like, what happened to you, Richard? When did you become a guy that talks about long-term investing, buying real estate? I used to watch your content when you had a Porsche, you had watches. I was like, yo, like I was like building like my knowledge. Like I would watch your content and you were inspirational. Like, oh, all right, cool. Like he was an ex-NFL player, he got into real estate. And then during the Rona, you switched over to, like, in my opinion, like a YouTube influencer, fake financial grifter. Because even in your past videos, you said, never listen to anybody pumping a class or a course, because the majority of your money should be in the S&P 500 or a total stock market index fund. And if you are going to buy great companies, they should be income producing dividend stocks, and you should get into real estate and buy tangible assets. Now you became a person that just pumps brokerage institution and millionaire money mentor classes. Like, you're doing the same thing, dude. Like, you became a hypocrite. Like, you burned a lot of your credibility. Like, I don't think you understand. You can't come back from this. Once you take that route, you cannot come back from this. This is why I never took that route, because I wanted longevity. Yeah, I'll get the occasional faceless person in the comment section, that joined YouTube 2 years ago. A lot of these comments they're coming from bot accounts because they'll spell the name wrong, or they're the influencer that you made the video about and they're using a dummy account. A lot of these influencers, they got like hundreds and hundreds of accounts, man. I'm telling you, they got hundreds of accounts. They got spam accounts, a ton of misspellings. You're a crab in the bucket. Am I? But nobody can answer this question. Richard, how did you make your money? Imagine if you followed somebody that makes thumbnails like you. Quit your job, never work again with no effort at all, right? Would you have made it to the NFL with no effort at all? Would you have made it to the NFL with no practicing, no coaching, no effort at all? Would you have made it there? No. You had to go to practice 2-a-days. I remember that. I never played in the NFL or college, but anybody that played high school, you had 2-a-days in the summer. You had practice after school. You had to manage homework. Like, you had to practice. You had to remember playbooks. You had to know, like, I played halfback. We used to run the wing T, meaning we had 2 running backs, a right tailback, a left halfback, and a fullback. I had to know what to play, right rip 42 joker. I had to take the counter step, and I had to memorize these plays. This next play, I'm not getting the ball. I got to crack the middle linebacker because the fullback is doing a dive. I had to practice. That's the same way investing in life is. You got to practice at this. There is no one thing you could buy. And in my opinion, like, you went that same route. Even, hey, good people. That's what Larry Jones says. Hey, good people. Like, when did you, like, in my opinion, when did money get tight for you? Because a person that is really making financial smart decisions doesn't need to go this route. I don't go this route. I don't go this route. And if I ever did, you would know, yo, this dude really blew his money up. He really has financial distress. If now the No Regret Show, Larry is selling Moo Moo, or he's pumping a brokerage institution. This guy said he would never do that, and he's never done that before. What did he do wrong with his money? What did you do wrong with your money? Like, did you really have as much money as you said you did? Did you really pay? Like, did you really invest your money right? Because I remember you saying you had car payments on your Porsche because you can invest your money better than the interest rate of the Porsche. Was that true? Because if that was true, why do you have to pump a different stock every month? I remember I saw you over the Rona pumping Shiba Inu, bro. And then you just never talk about stuff again. You were on the NVIDIA. Yes, it's NVIDIA, Richard. Hold on, let me fix my phone. Yes, it's NVIDIA, Richard. It's not NVIDIA. It's NVIDIA. You were pumping NVIDIA hand over fist, telling people you had so much money, thumbnails. NVIDIA is going to make me rich. NVIDIA is going to help me quit my job. And then when NVIDIA start going down, you start making clickbait. That's another thing. You make so many clickbait thumbnails, man, just to have people click on your video for you to advertise yourself for like 7 minutes, bro. Like, what happened? And then you start talking about AMD. I made a video on that, AMD. You, Keenan Grace, and Jeremy LaBrave all pump them at the same time. It's like you guys share the same brain. It's like you're trying to stay in the YouTube algorithm by being relevant with these crazy thumbnails. And in your recent video, you talking about financial stocks. Bro, all those stocks you talk about are in the S&P. Why would somebody go out and buy 5 or 6 financial stocks? That is horrible. If the financial sector takes a dive, you got hit times 6. A lot of times sectors go down come on, Richard, you should know this. If the tech sector goes down, a lot of your tech companies go down because they're in the QQQ or the Vanguard Information Technology Index or the NASDAQ. They all get crushed at the same time. So you're getting hit with a double whammy. Like, when did you become this way? Like, what happened financially, bro? Like, did you lose a lot of money in a divorce or something? Like, what happened? I see you making click, I can't afford my house, I gotta sell it. And then that has nothing to do with the video. I can't afford my car payment. And it has nothing to do with the video. And then 2 videos later, you'll tell people, like, you're all over the place. You'll tell people how to buy a Ferrari if they want a Ferrari. Then 2 videos later, you'll say not buy a car and not have a car payment. Like, I'm actually kind of worried, bro. Like, do you have, not being funny, do you have CTE? Because you're sporadic. You're all over the place. People who are suffering from like mood swings or mental illness, I'm not saying you do, bro. Like, don't get offended by this. I know a lot of you guys like to act like you're men and you're tough, but a lot of you are very emotional. Like, are you suffering some issues, man? Because you're all over the place. Did you make some financial bad decisions where you got to pump these brokerage institutions? If you made great financial decisions and had all these streams of income you spoke about, you wouldn't need to sell your soul like this. You wouldn't be so hard up for cash. It's like, I'm thinking you're in like your 60s, right? It's like you're acting like a 20-year-old YouTuber with the thumbnails and the facial expressions and talking about the play of the day. It's like, I know what you did, Richard. See, here's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube pays more money when you talk about financial stuff. Like, when you talk about stocks, you get more ad revenue. This is why his whole thing changed. A lot of YouTube influencers, if you notice, they pivoted from like talking about real estate to like cool cars or they pivot from cool cars to like stocks. You know what I'm saying? Like their channel talked about real estate, and then they sell the class of they know what they're talking about real estate, where you can get the cool cars. There's so many people that follow that. Oh, you want this? You want this cool Ferrari? You want this GT3? You want this car that I buy every month, but then I never make a video on it because dealers are lending it to me to make content, and I'm advertising their dealership. Oh, you want this cool car? I got a stock class, or I got a real estate class. It's always like a class. You want this nice fly stuff, and then 3 videos later when the markets go down, oh, don't buy cars. Cars depreciate. They're all over the place, bro. Like, Richard, like, what happened to you and your credibility? It's done. You could never get it back. The only way you could try to get it back is delete every video you've made from like 2020 and apologize to people, because I don't know where you're going with your videos, bro. You got 700 and something thousand subscribers, and you can't even break like 25,000 views, bro. That's crazy. That is nuts. That is nuts. I'm not lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying, baby. But a lot of people, I see your comment section, they don't listen to you, bro. Like, at this point, you and like Larry Jones, people watch because you're entertainment to see what lie you're going to tell next. Like, it's crazy to say this, but people will watch to see what outlandish thing you're going to say next. Like, I got to admit, you're entertaining, but I don't take you seriously. I don't take Larry Jones seriously. Like, I show videos to people that are like, yo, did he just say that? Yeah. Because in the real world, it don't work like that. Hey, I just wanted to give my 2 cents. I'm sure I'll get the video or I'll get the comment, I made good money following this person. You made pennies, bro. Good money is you're retired like him with Ferraris. Upload some videos like him. If you really made good money, upload videos of you and your Ferraris and your Porsches and in your mansions. Upload your videos and start a channel, and you'll have as many subscribers as him. If you made good money. If you didn't make any money and you made a couple hundred, you're still broke in the comment section without a photo, no channel, no videos. Those are the people that follow these people. But what do I know? Now let me head to my 9-to-5 plantation job that like with one play a day I can retire. Even though medical insurance and my pension and my 401k and I get, I have dental and medical. I'll leave all that on the table with the NVIDIA play. No regrets. Get it.